Hello Cancer, welcome to your weekly reading with me, Cindy. Going to see what your story is this week, Cancer. Oh gosh, you're seeing it now. I was just holding Lily, and yeah, she's white. She doesn't shed a lot, but it's very noticeable all of a sudden. For me, I'm seeing it. Sorry. We're gonna see what your story is this week, Cancer. Gonna see what your story is this week, Cancer. She's out of here. She was laying on the rug. I think I'm making too much noise. So Cancer, Cancerians, July 21st. July 21st. The Wheel of Fortune is at the bottom. That's interesting. Interesting energy. I feel like that with the Wheel of Fortune sitting at the bottom, kind of like the underlying energy of this reading is about karmic cycles. Some sort of karmic cycle that you're in. Usually when that card comes up, it's an indication if the cycle is shifting. Somehow it's shifting. If you've been in a super positive karmic cycle, you may be coming into some energy of lessons and strength building where karma, it just feels a little heavier. If you've been in a cycle or situation where things have been heavier, maybe difficult, the wheel is kind of shifting and things are becoming better. Now, the latter is often the truth, what I find with clarifiers doing readings, because it's very rare that people come to a reading and everything is perfect. Their life is perfect, because when their life is perfect, they're not usually looking for any guidance because they're just floating through it. So there might be, things might be improving on some level here for you. So the first two cards you have are the Lovers and the Nine of Swords. This is about making some sort of choices with the Lovers card. The Lovers is Gemini energy. But there's something here, the Nine of Swords, just like really in your head about it, just keeping you up at night. It's painful thought process around it. It is about making choices. It could be about something that you feel very connected to. It could be a person as well, like having a choice in some sort of partnership, but it's like mentally, it's very exhausting. And then you have the Nine of Wands and the Five of Pentacles. The Knight of Wands is looking like this way at this Nine of Swords. Oh gosh, I feel like I'm gonna sneeze, sorry. Excuse me, I'm sorry. The Knight of Wands is moving towards this Nine of Swords. It's almost as if you're feeling like some sort of just action here, some sort of passionate action just driving you to get rid of this Nine of Swords, which it can. Because the Nine of Swords, I find, is usually we get in that headspace, that mental headspace, because we're not taking enough action on an issue in our life. So it just becomes all mental instead of like physically manifesting into something. But yet then you see with the Five of Pentacles on this other side of it, it's almost as if this depleted, feeling left out holds it back. Like you just don't have, oh my gosh, my nose, you don't have the get up and go to get this Knight of Pentacles, this Knight of Wands moving. Then we have two pages, the Page of Cups and the Page of Wands. You know, I find everything right here feels really frustrating. It feels kind of frustrating. It feels like energy wants to do this and then it decides not to. It wants to do this, it decides not to. This is a little more balanced. This is a little more balanced with the Page of Cups and the Page of Wands. I don't know what was on Lily when I picked her up, but it's really bugging my nose. It feels much more balanced. And it's equal energy. They're 2 pages. It's very young. It's very innocent. Maybe very young, innocent sort of little gesture on an emotional level. It's a nice communication. It's a little bit like 2 people having slightly different love languages, but yet they're equal. Having slightly different love languages, but yet they're equal. So on this level, the energy comes up as being balanced, as being equal. And maybe that's part of that, is trying to figure out how to get to that point. All right, so we're going to clarify. The first thing we're going to clarify is the Lovers. What is this for Cancer? What is this Lovers card for Cancer? What is this Lovers card for Cancer? What is this Lovers card for Cancer? This is the Six of Pentacles and the Three of Wands. So it's something that you want equality in it. You want it to be equal give and take. And you want, it's something that feels like it can grow. Equal give and take and something that can grow. Now with the Three of Wands, it might be something that you're kind of projecting out there, like trying to manifest, trying to see this, visualize it coming in too. Visualize it coming in, which is almost as if you're kind of manifesting it. You're trying to manifest it by doing that. You know what it is that you want it. You want it to be equal. You want it to be an equal give and take. And both parties are equally expressive, equally investing into the connection. And the Three of Wands is the expectation of that. It's kind of like, okay, I made the order and I'm waiting for the universe to deliver it. I know it's going to come in. But the Nine of Swords, you see, this energy would kind of defeat that order that you put into the universe, right? Because it's overthinking its worst case scenario. It's well, if this happens, then that'll happen. Or if this, maybe it's because of this or that, you know, like you can't get the answers. Okay, so the Nine of Swords. Oh my gosh. Every card is going on the ground today. Temperance. Well, that's an interesting energy. My gosh. No wonder. Okay, the Page of Cups is here. The Page of Cups is here, which is over here. So this Nine of Swords is Temperance and the Fool. Those are probably 2 opposites. Very opposite energies. Temperance is taking time for things to come into balance. Temperance is being patient. And the Fool isn't patient. The Fool is like ready to go. I know what it is I want. I'm going to go do it today. I'm going to go, like, I don't know if it's like this back and forth of how to do this. How to get to this, how to make this offer even. You know, it's like a little offer. Maybe that's what you're in your head about. You or someone. The energies can be reversed. It might be someone you want to make an offer to. And 1 minute, you're like, no, this isn't the right timing. I need to wait. It doesn't feel right. And in the next minute, you're thinking, I just need to do this. I just need to do this. And then you think, no, I need yeah, that would definitely be Nine of Swords. So the Knight of Wands. That's good. Yeah, because it's funny, the Five of Pentacles energy sits behind it. So maybe that's the motivation here. Maybe that's part of why you end up in your head with 1 minute wanting to take the time, don't rush into this, and then I should just do it. Because these are kind of the same energies, right? They're kind of the same energies. Because the Knight of Wands is going to go and do it, is going to go after it, is going to have a bit of a game plan here, and is not going to quit until they get it. But the Five of Pentacles is not going anywhere. It's feeling very depleted. It's feeling left out. So maybe it's like you kind of want to do this, but you just, the energy isn't backing it somehow. The Knight of Wands for Cancer. The Knight of Wands. It's like, yeah, Cindy, the Knight of Wands is the Knight of Wands. It wants to go forward. It wants to physically make movement to go forward. Because that's what the Knights are about. The Knights are about taking action. You can look at the whole tarot. Yeah, pretty much. The whole tarot. And none of it can really even be action-based. It's all about reading energy. But the Knights are the one little key where often it is some sort of physical action to take place. So definitely wanting to take some sort of physical action here. But the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles. Wow. So much. Like so much of your energy. The King of Cups, the Ten of Cups, and the Chariot. So you are feeling left out in the cold here. If you're feeling left out in the cold, I'm getting that. Because you're sitting here with Cancer and the King of Cups. But there's something, it's like you see something here. Maybe it's this choice and partnership that to you, I mean, there's a lot of feelings and emotions sitting here under the surface that aren't coming out. And it's creating, I wouldn't be surprised if the Devil card came out at some point. Because it is, like, it's like, oh, do this, do that, do this. It's almost like feeling tied or bound to some sort of karmic cycle here and trying to figure out how to release it. How to push it forward into some sort of more positive karmic energy. You know, when I get a reading like this and I get this sort of energy coming through, it sort of reminds us that we can have this is coming from an Aries that lives an awful lot of life like that, right? Like this is, you go and you do it. And that there can be things that you really feel are meant for you or things that you really want to experience and do. But sometimes the universe puts little tiny things in our way. You're like, why is this happening? This feels like I'm supposed to do this. This feels like this is meant for me, or whatever level that plays out for you. But it doesn't matter sometimes how hard we try. At some point, the universe either wants you to learn lessons through this, you or someone else or many other people. There's some sort of lessons that are being learned here. And sometimes it feels like until the lesson is learned, well, really, you don't get to graduate and go into the new cycle. I'm just getting this back and forth, wanting to go, not go, wanting to go, not go, wanting to go, not go. But then here, look at, here we get this balance. There's the balance. They're different, but they're equal. They're different, but they're equal. So we finally get that at the end of the reading. The Page of Cups. The Page of Cups. Oh, this is an awful lot to say. The Page of Cups. Oh, wow. The Nine of Wands, the Moon, the Six of Cups, the Four of Cups, and the Ten of Pentacles. That's an awful lot that a page has to say. There's an awful lot sitting behind a tiny gesture. But, you know, a journey of 1,000 miles, you have to start it with one step, right? You have to. Okay, sorry, I didn't go into this. There's so much to say. Okay, Nine of Wands, Moon, Six of Cups, Four of Cups, and the Ten of Pentacles. I'm really seeing here something that is just weighing you down. I'm going to identify the cup as you. I'm going to, you know, being a little water sign that you are, I'm going to identify the cup as you. And perhaps you could be dealing actually with an Aries or a Sagittarius. Just putting that out there, or they're harnessing that sort of energy. There's an awful lot of wand energy. Sagittarius, Temperance, Aries, the Fool. And then we have two Knights of Wands. And then we have the Page of Wands over here. So that could be that. It's kind of been a long struggle. It's been a long struggle. And the Moon, there's just so much unknown Either so much that's not, that you don't know, so much that they don't know, or vice versa. And the Six of Cups. Oh, this is so interesting. You know, it's interesting that I'm holding them like that. Because this person is offering a cup and it's being accepted, right? There's something in the cup and it's being accepted. But this person, a cup is being offered and they're not, the cup isn't being accepted. So it's definitely like some sort of disappointment in the past here. Or even something that felt like, as I was saying, like it could feel like, oh, this is really meant for me. This feels really right. And then it just comes out empty. Something came out empty here. But the Ten of Pentacles sits behind it. There's something really unknown in this. There's something really unknown. Because when you're in your head, you're trying to figure out things that you don't know, you don't understand. And this moon has all this unknown, like the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. There's something here for you that feels like, you know, everything. It feels like this is absolute mutual happiness, camaraderie, kindred spirits, all that kind of energy with the Ten of Cups. And then the Ten of Pentacles just brings in this robust balance and stability and growth and prosperity, like on a three-dimensional level. So it's emotional abundance and it's physical abundance, right? So the Page of Wands, not that you've left anything for them to say with the cards, but the Page of Wands. Okay, the Page of Wands just wants your cup. So the Page of Wands has an Ace of Cups, but the Five of Wands. The Page of Wands is just looking for a new start, some sort of new beginning. But it feels like to them this new beginning has just been like something that they've had to either compete in or fight for or struggle with. What is this Five of Wands for the Page of Cups? What is this Five of Wands for the... Oh yeah, that's difficult. The Page of Pentacles, the Tower, and the Seven of Cups. This might, I don't know, with the Page of Pentacles, it's kind of feeling like maybe this is someone that you might have been going to school with, if you were doing nighttime classes, daytime classes, something like that. With the Page of Pentacles, something very unexpected shook it up. So maybe, I don't know if it was the connection, this was very unexpected. But it didn't bring any clarity because the Seven of Cups is there. So it was never clear. That's what this whole thing feels like. There was something that's just not clear with the Seven of Cups. Because if you have a Tower moment come in, usually everything crumbles so that things can be rebuilt properly. But the Seven of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups, that would have been better. If the Seven of Pentacles came in with the Tower, at least it's like, oh, this all happened to reassess how I've been doing things, to make a better plan. But this is like being in your head with so many choices and so many options and possibilities and not knowing what to do. The Six of Wands is at the bottom. So at some point there could be some victory here, but it does feel, I feel your struggle. I'm definitely feeling the struggle here for you. We're going to go into the fairies. I can't get the cards today. A final message to Cancer. A final message to Cancer. There you go, that came out so fast. Oh my gosh, this is so funny. When I picked the deck up, before I put the camera on to do pre-shuffle, I looked at the bottom and I thought, oh no, I think I've already pre-shuffled. Like I couldn't remember if I pre-shuffled this deck. And I looked at it, I thought, yeah, no, that wasn't there, but I shuffled it anyways, because I thought, I'm just going to double check. But this is the card that was looking at me before I started to reading. Protection. The fairies of protection are shielding you with a magical fairy ring of love and light. Practice psychic protection before embarking upon any spiritual work. Oh, that's interesting. That is very interesting. Because there's a lot of confusion here. A lot of like, do this, do that, do this, do that. A lot of confusion. I don't know if you're having maybe some sort of like a psychic or 5D connection with someone and there's a lot of confusion in it. There's going to be anyways. It's going to be anyways. We're three-dimensional beings in this time and space right now. But there might be something. Practice psychic protection before embarking upon any spiritual work. I get with that too. Like if you're doing any spiritual work for yourself, if you're meditating, if you're doing some sort of meditative practice, and maybe you're trying to open your third eye or your crown chakra, you need, even if you are, maybe if you're connected to somebody else energetically, you need to create some sort of a protection around you so that what you're receiving is just you. What you're receiving is just you. And that might be what some of the conflict is here. So there might be some sort of energy around you that you're not aware of that is influencing your own psychic abilities as well. I love the color in this card. It's just so, I can just think, this card is so pretty. Isn't it? It's so pretty. Okay, there you go, Cancer. That was a really interesting read. Oh, what's at the bottom? Abundance. Prepare yourself for incoming abundance. Release any mental blocks you may have. In fairyland and human land, there is enough abundance for everyone. That's so true. There you go. All right. Thank you, Cancers. I hope that was, I wanted to say fulfilling, but that doesn't sound like that's the right word to use. I don't know why that was coming out. I hope it gave you some clarity. That's what I really wanted to say. Thank you so much for allowing me to do this reading. Until next time, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.